guys, welcome back to Cassette Confessions. This video we'll look at Time for Trouble and Other Stories from 1991. We're back with Thomas Sanchez and friends after a very long gap, as you do. I think it's right to actually do this, like spread the VHSs out and everything else. You have a very long gap from the Deputation, which you called last time, to Time for Trouble. It's worth it in the chronological order. In 1991, people are going to say, "Is this the early narration version?" It is the early narration because the VHS I've got, it still has its sticker on top saying video premiere of the 992 series. So there we go. In fairness, the original narration is not bad actually. I mean, it's just average Michael and Angeles, for his, that sort of thing really, to get that out of the way. It's more calmer, more reserved, a little bit subdued very much, but he does a good job. It's not all bouncing energy and shouting and all that sort of bombastic energy that he brings out in most narrations, of course, but it's just calm and subdued really, very much. And I think that's one of the main reasons I think they changed it for, to redo the narration later on in 1992. But here we have the early one. It's when I watched it, I thought it was nothing really similar really. It's just normal narration really. I didn't really understand until maybe years later, until there's different versions of it there is, but it is great. It is great. It's great narration, but to be honest, I'm losing track a bit now already. So yeah, I don't know. Before we go to the video content, first and foremost, we have the let's just say the main introduction to the video collection ident, which we've hinted at in Troubles and Trucks and Coal in the A6 videos, which I was hinted at beforehand. First time seeing it, it's fantastic logo it is, because in the original, in Troubles and Trucks and Coal, you only get the warning screen, the middle warning, the second warning screen. That's all we got, and yeah, nothing else really. But it's a really good logo, very 80s, very dated, a bit surreal with a satellite or a TV or a satellite on top just turn into whatever, a red rectangle and font or something like that. Very 80s design, but it's really good. The marble flooring, I'm not entirely sure, camel flooring, I don't know what that's to do about that, but it's a weird, trippy effect. But it's great. And the music as well is fantastic. That's all the weird 80s thing. That's all trigger bass. I don't know what you call it. It's it goes do 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 do. That sort of thing. I don't know. I keep hearing that constantly now when I look at that ident, I can hear that little I don't even call it a throbbing bass or something like that. I don't know, a stinger bass. I don't know what you call it. Yeah. But other than that, great logo. A nice little one to the pile. Episode content now. So we've got Scar for Percy. Great opener. Nice little one. Not much to really say about that one, but it's another nice little one. Percy's Promise, another good one that is really good. Not too similar really, but nice effects. They improved the budget. The music's actually great as well, of course. They do reuse a lot of the old stuff from the 80s as well, music as well. So now again, so you hear themes, and they do add little bits and pieces into them as well, which is quite nice. So that's all right. Then we've got Time for Trouble, which actually was originally called a double header from the 8 Famous Engines book. So that's interesting. Nothing else to know about that really, but it's a good one. I do enjoy that. I mean, these episodes are fly by. I think they're great. They are. Go to the Famous Visitor is next. That is good as well. That is good. Funny one. Gordon loses his dome and everything else. He's trying to beat a world record by City of Truro. So that's a good one. That is, a little bit fair for a few people. Then we've got Donald's Duck, a funny comedy one between Donald and Duck. I keep saying, no, it's not Douglas, it's Donald, unfortunately. Yes, so that's pretty good. A pretty good, funny one, of course. And then we've got Thomas Gets Bumped. Now, throughout this season, there's a few stories that actually are not based on the Railway Series books. We had a few exceptions beforehand. Thomas's Christmas Party, Thomas and Trevor, and Thomas and the Missing Christmas Tree. So it's sort of present for that, but it's more prominent in this series. It is a bit more. So this actually came from I think it's 2 magazine stories merged together into one story by Andrew Brenner. who recently departed head writer, of course, for the current state of the show, of course. And apparently he never got acknowledged about these adaptations. You know, he never got creative for them. He never got like royalties or credit for it. Bit strange, actually. But it's a good one, actually. I really enjoyed Thomas Gets Bumped. And then we got Thomas Person the Dragon, another one by Andrew Brenner. Never got credited at all. Again, really good one. It did creep me out a little bit, that did, because things familiar with the owl scene, of course. A little bit of the owl being Percy being scared by an owl squawk. Yes. But other than that, it's a really good one. I like the music as well, like very Asian, very sort of Chinese-esque music that Michael Donald and Junior Campbell use. It's really good, actually. You know, good use of tension as well in the episode, I have to admit. And then finally, we have Diesel does it again. Another Andrew Brenner one, of course. Yes, I do like this one, of course. Again, freaked me out because when Diesel bumped into Percy behind in the sheds when they were sleeping. That did freak me out, that did. Again, certain little bits and pieces did freak me as a child, of course, when I was young. So yeah, I do like that episode. It's a nice little fun episode to the VHS. But other than that, it's a really good one, actually. You know, there's not really no duff stories on that one, actually. So they should go seamlessly nice. I think they are quite memorable in the ways. And yes, really, indeed. I have nothing else to say now. So yes, so I've been talking about Time for Trouble and other stories from 1991, the early narration version. You know, Michael Angelis has taken on board the narrator role from Rainbow Star. Bits and pieces are sewed into what's coming for the 90s, of course, especially in this show. And yes, not much to say, unfortunately, about that. For now, actually. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. See you for the next video. Goodbye.